everybody. This is the CINESTUDY live stream where we're going to watch some of the shorts you've made from our material, and we're going to review it. I'm here with Greg Sabo.
Hey there, everybody. As cinematographer on this project.
Yeah, Greg shot these. We did these several years ago, originally for the TV show Frame Lines, but then that's branched off now. The interactive stuff is now CINESTUDY. So the big thing with these is we shot these with the intent of putting out the footage in 4K for people to edit on their own. And this is our chance because the setup is, you know, I directed it, you shot it, they're acting as our editor. I gave them the notes on how I wanted it edited, but it's up to them. So it's essentially we're emulating the experience of what it's like to be an editor working for a director.
Right.
And so, but here's our chance to give them the feedback.
Yeah.
As, you know, producers and directors and cinematographers.
All right.
So the first one we're going to look at is from Katherine Chase.
Okay.
This is the horror challenge. So let's give this a whirl. See what Katherine did with this. Oh, I like this. She's using like jump cut stuff
and sound with it.
Yeah, she's doing sound design. She's adding digital zooms.
She's got some jump cuts and a little bit of...
she's adding blurs and the light
the
flashes.
digital zooms.
And she's using some of the GoPro stuff we shot. Not many people use the GoPro footage. Okay, so that's cut nice as a sequence. Nice. She's using some of that cutting on motion that I like. Like, in a wider shot, you'll see, like, the axe moving in one direction. Yeah, this is working really well. That's actually shot in my kitchen.
Hey.
Yeah, I remember.
I just had the weirdest dream.
Hey, there's Jocelyn.
There was this guy, he was a maniac in this yellow suit, and he had an axe, and he was chasing me, and he, like, was going to kill me. It's terrible. Yeah, it seems so real. Yeah.
You need this more than I do.
Thanks.
So interesting.
Right.
She made some great choices. So what did you think mostly about her choices?
Well, what I liked right off the bat is I liked how it felt actiony. So she used the digital zooms, the little bit of effects, and jump cuts to move it along. And she built drama. She built excitement, you know.
Yeah, I thought the action scene pacing worked really well with what Katherine did there.
Yes.
She had a really good sense of, she cut on motion.
Yes.
Like characters moving from one direction from shot to shot. There was a connection to when someone's reaching. There was like the next shot continued some form of that action.
Yes.
I thought she did very well. The sound design really worked well. When she did the jump cuts, she emphasized them with a little bit of sound design.
The sound is good. My only advice, I would have just kept it up. What happened was, after they got in the room where he was, you know, going to take the axe to her, it slowed down. She quit using the effects.
Yes.
And I don't know. I would have carried it through the whole thing, including the kitchen scene. You know, I mean, you got it going.
Well, I disagree with that only because she separated the dream from reality.
Right.
So by not using it in reality, you could sense it was a dream. But like you said, if it has to stay consistent throughout the whole dream to keep for that effect to be effective, you have to keep it so that the dream feels separated.
And I think what I mean by the dream is like the waking up in the bed. Mm-hmm. Those effects there, and then you could stop it right to the point, right at the kitchen, and then slow it down.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now we have another version. This one, they gave it a name, Rosemary's Dream, and this is by Don Shane.
All right, Don, here we go.
Let's see what you got for us, Don.
I like the name. Rosemary.
I like that he named the character. We didn't name her.
It's pretty smart. Oops, good sound.
I also like that he's using the depth in the foreground like that.
Hear the music?
Yeah, the music's solid.
Now, see, that's scary.
He's building tension really well.
Yes. It's
by being very slow.
It's a slow pace, but the music draws it out. Oh.
Very good editing right there.
Yeah. And see the desaturation here now.
Yep. He pulled color out.
Yep.
So he did some color grading on this too. He did some real work on the sound here too.
Yeah, he's got, I mean, hear that knock on the glass.
Oh, he also used it right because we had the crew in that shot.
Yeah, he cut right to it. Where
Cut right when her head was moving, you could see the crew.
Now the close up here on the hands on the, I haven't seen that yet. And then the strike. Boom. Nice. Cut right to her, waking up.
I think he did some ADR on the girl. I think he added some ADR to her breathing and like scary sounds.
And look how long he's carrying her getting out of bed. See, you know, it's not just like that. Oh, right to the teapot. Close up.
Hey, I just had the weirdest dream ever. I was in this warehouse and there was this maniac in a yellow suit.
See, this I think is a little bit of a
chasing me
mistake.
with an axe.
She's describing too much of the dream.
So
We
weird,
just
but
saw
it's
it.
so real.
The audience doesn't need to hear that
No
again.
matter what I could do, I just couldn't get away. And finally, we went up these stairs, and he had the axe, and he was about to do me in, and then I woke up.
See, to me, that was redundant to tell the story of what we just saw.
I need this more than I do.
I did like how it was cut, though.
I did like how it was cut.
Overall, I thought it was pretty solid.
I mean, it's very good. I thought everything up into the kitchen
Uh-huh.
was fantastic. Once you got to the kitchen,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear her tell me the story we just saw.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that separates reality. In reality, you would tell somebody the dream you just had. But in a movie, the audience has just seen it. You don't need to retell it.
Right, but she's telling it to that other character.
But what do we gain from hearing it again as an audience?
Oh, we gain an extra 30 seconds in the film.
Which is not a good thing. So let's see another one we got here. This one is from Laksh Aditya. And it says, my first time editing a short film.
Okay, so first time editor.
First time ever, so we're going to go easy on you.
All right, this is good. This is what it's all about.
How else do you learn? Again, using that shot that nobody ever uses this shot. Night stuff, foreground, and it cuts right into that perfectly. See, I would have tightened it up. There's no sound, just music. Now there's a little bit of the ambient sound.
You got to cut there because it was too slow.
My first ever blender shot.
Well, you know, for first time.
For first time, there's a lot of good decisions here.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the shots are in the right order. The only thing I would recommend is lopping off the heads and tails of every single shot.
Right. That's the thing. This is sort of like you get your rough cut here.
This is the rough cut.
Tighten it up.
Because I think they have the right shots in the right order.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing missing is they needed tightened up. They needed to be shorter. All of them needed to be a lot shorter. And same mistake here.
Yeah, we're holding on a
Hearing the
wide
whole-
shot here. Yeah.
On the wide shot the whole time, and we're hearing the story again. But overall, again, not bad choices at all.
I don't remember the scene going that long.
And then the next one, we have a version of this from Eric.
I like the music.
Music is really good. I like this shot.
Yep.
See, I just remember shooting in this warehouse.
She's like, I shouldn't have looked around the corner. He would have never saw me.
Wow, the music choice here is really good.
Yeah, definitely. I would have thrown in some screams in there or some grunts or something.
Yeah. There's not enough of the ambient sound. The music is a little loud. Almost see the crew in that shot.
You know what would have been great if we would have done?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. That's a different angle I don't remember. I like it going out of focus. See, now, yeah, that's a great shot. Follow that down, tilt. You got a real struggle going on here. That's done well.
I do like that transition. That transition worked really, really, really well. Ooh,
Whoa.
he completely cut out the kitchen.
Yeah, nice.
Not a bad decision.
Yeah, it's a good
that
idea.
That really worked with his cut to not go to the kitchen at all.
You know what I was just thinking that would have been so cool? I mean, this would have required more time on our part. So when he comes through the door and he's got the axe, right? Well, it just so happens that he also has a hatchet. He just throws it when she's right against the glass window. Like it
Shattered
just, it hits her in the back and the blood just all across the...
That would have been interesting, but it
Yeah.
would have taken way more time, and we didn't bring any
blood
or squibs or anything.
I never thought of any of that till after watching all these edits.
No, but the fun thing was, like, we shot that night in that warehouse. We shot all over, and I love that there's that one shot that when she pops her head up, like at the time, we shot this in 2016.
Yeah, jeez.
And it was right after Star Wars, the trailer, the trailer for Star Wars Force Awakens. They had this shot where they're on the desert. Stormtrooper guy pops his head up and the fast rack focus. You're like, I love that idea, but I'm going to add a dolly move. And we had the Dana dolly and added it, and I loved that. That was that innovation.
Yeah.
And that's one of those where the relationship between a director and cinematographer.
Yes.
I have this idea, I'm adamant. You're like, I've got a twist on it.
Yeah.
And the fact that we did both in one shot, that's where director working with cinematographer and taking good ideas and using them is always essential.
Yeah.
So let's look at this next one.
So far all of them are decent.
Yeah.
There hasn't really been one where you're like, oh gosh, why did you do that?
This one is Originate Media, the Dream final version.
Well, big old
Oh, nice.
CINESTUDY.
They're actually giving the CineStudy credit and going into their own credits. That's cool.
I like it.
I like that.
Ooh, and some animation intro.
They're doing an animated set.
Show it.
They made their own exterior. That's impressive.
That's brilliant.
I couldn't tell that was a drone shot or CGI. It looked like CGI.
Yeah, CGI.
Look at this color grade. They darkened it up and they did a different saturation.
I love this color grade. Really crushed the blacks here.
Yeah. Well, you can still see what's going on. There's still some detail in there. Ooh, I think they sped up those shots a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
it looked different. I mean, it's.
Well,
yeah,
look at how sped up
look
that
at
is.
that. It's like.
That's not, but it's not unnatural.
The old gimpy guy's got he can move.
He can move. All of these shots are sped up. Okay, we're on the doorknob a little long. See, the other thing I would have liked here, some of those close-ups we saw in the other edit.
Well, he's moving this thing along quick. Is this sped up too? Even we're getting out of bed sped up.
Now it was all sped up because now it's normal.
I was in this warehouse.
So that's interesting. I think he made some really interesting choices here.
He was chasing me.
Yeah, it's a different take that we have not seen.
We've not seen. I think the sped up wasn't necessarily bad.
No.
It got on the verge of being too much in the sped up. On the verge. Like some shots, it was definitely almost cartoonish.
You needed that on the GoPro stuff because
On the GoPro?
The GoPro's so wide, it helps to have something. I mean, do something
if you
with
compress
it.
the time there, it helps.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought there was a pretty good edit there.
Yeah.
I liked the choice of it. I thought the color grade was an interesting choice.
Yes.
But during that final struggle, he stayed on the mediums of the two of them struggling. That could have had 4 times the number of shots by going in and out of those close-ups that we had.
Yes.
And the different focus would have just amped up the tension of, like, increase the pace of the edit to meet the moment of the end.
Of demise. Agreed.
So this one is from someone calling themselves Shifty. Okay. So this looks a little closer to the raw footage. Like no
color grade. Yeah, this is like raw.
This is minimal color grade where
Yeah.
I think that it's the blacks are just too milky. I like that choice of double checking it. That was all really nice.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. That
Ooh,
looks...
nice sound. Now, see, that sound there helps. Yeah, I like that. Oh, look, we haven't seen this one yet.
We haven't seen around here. When we...
This is a great way to give this a little more drama.
Yeah, and look how they made it feel like. Those are some great editorial choices to make it seem like as you go around the cars, it justified the turn up the stairs.
You know, I totally...
Well, there's the crew. There you are.
Oh, missed that
Because this
part.
shot's being shot by your son, Zach, and you were inside the room getting these shots.
I love this one.
I like the close-up there. I like the close-up there a lot.
Oh, nice. See? Got a little bit of axe
movement, the axe movement. This has
much
real
more drama.
tension.
Yes, and that was beautiful. I mean, that paid off. She struggled. She fought him. He missed her, and then, man, he got her. And I like this, how they cut,
Cutting back and forth.
Yes. It's like, oh, yeah, the kettle's going.
I was in this warehouse, and there was this maniac in a yellow suit. And he was chasing me all through this warehouse.
Interesting. There's some really good choices in here, Shifty. I think
Shifty did a good job of shifting it.
Yes, he did. That name Shifty does not apply. I think he seems pretty straight up to me there.
Yeah.
Weird.
So we got Angela's take that's here on Vimeo. Axemare. I love some of the inventive names people are coming up with this stuff too. So let's see this version. Ooh, a pan up to start.
I like to look out like that. See, she's already looking, hearing, like, that makes more sense to me. Like, what do I hear?
Yep.
Instead of popping up too late.
She's nervous. He's rounding a corner.
He hasn't seen her yet, but she sees him, so she's like, I'm going to make a run for it.
Nice.
I like that. See, now that works better for me as far as discovering her. He hears her take off.
Yep.
A little bit too much there of a jog going on there. Oh, the music.
He's got a little John Carpenter vibe.
Let's see if he uses the other shot. Nope.
We're hearing the steps really clear, though. Oh, I can see you in the reflection. And I can see you right there.
Oh, stop it. Nobody would really know.
That's the best part. That's the thing, when you have that much out of focus, they might not know that's a camera crew. See,
the struggle's a little too...
So he's using the close-ups, but because they're taking so long in the shots, I don't feel the tension here like I should.
Well, the music's not helping. Sorry, that didn't work.
But the transition from screaming into the...
That
was really good.
Yeah.
Hey. I just had the weirdest dream ever. I was in this warehouse, and there was this maniac in a yellow suit, and
we should have had her drenching in sweat.
Me, and it's like, no matter what I could do, I just couldn't get away from this.
Hindsight is always 20/20.
So, there was some good things that other people haven't done, and then there was a few things that, to me, didn't work. But
it's always 20/20.
There was some good things that other people haven't done, and then there was a few things that to me didn't work. But it's still creative.
Again, there were some really interesting creative decisions. I think with some tweaking, that edit could become really usable. Like that could be a really good edit if they tightened up a couple shots, a little less of kind of like the lingering wider shots.
Yeah,
sits on the wide shots a little too long.
Well, just
some tightening up of the shots, and definitely the stuff with the axe was
that was a little bit out of sequence. That didn't work.
I didn't feel any tension when they're in that room with the axe. Yeah, when he's about to get
because you got to figure out how to create that tension in edit.
The edit is where that tension could have been. If half the shots were removed entirely, and the shots that are left were cut in half, then that scene would have had a lot more tension to it. So now we have Once Upon a Dream by Daniel Guerrero. Let's see what you got, Daniel.
Nice. Starts with the dream.
Ooh, digital zoom.
Set it up as a dream sequence right off the bat.
Yep. So we could, theoretically, that could be more like a Freddy Krueger thing. Interesting music choice. Her running is what cues him now. nice use of the ambient sound. Oh,
There you go. Finally.
Doing the feet, going around the cars
Yes.
again.
See, I like all that better than the table myself. I just like those shots better. Got her up the steps real quick.
She ran back into the axe thing.
We've had a couple like that. I like that better.
I like this.
She gave up too soon.
But that's an interesting choice.
Oh yeah, yeah, the strike. So then he used a different kind of cut to show the strike.
I like it.
Yeah, that after he added that worked. Or
I like the choice that he went brief.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be
No,
prolonged.
no.
I was in a warehouse, and there was this maniac in a yellow suit. And
I do like the
he
color
had
in
an
the
axe,
kitchen.
And he was
Ooh.
chasing me, and it's like no matter what I could do, I just couldn't get away from this guy, whoever he was. He was in a mask, and it was so weird, but it was so real. And
He used
no matter what I
everything.
could do, I just couldn't get away. And finally, we went up these stairs, and he had the axe, and he was about to do me in, and then I woke up. And
That's another good storytelling. I mean, it's
Yeah, I like these alternate cuts.
He created a good story out of it.
He managed to use a bunch of different stuff in the telling of it, which justifies it a little better. So this is interesting. I mean, it's truly amazing to me. What's truly amazing is like how limitless the edits can be.
Yeah,
There's
yes.
a bunch of similarities, but they were all distinctly different.
They were all different, and
None of them were necessarily bad edits,
no,
but the ones that some were better than others, but the ones that were not as good, they just need a little bit of tweaking to make them good.
I mean, it does show you how an editor can turn and tell the whole story with, not even being on the shoot. It can completely change the storyline or the timeline.
The chronology can
Yes.
entirely be manipulated by
Yes.
the editor. They did it as flashbacks. Some let you know out of the way, beginning right out
right.
of the gate. It's a dream sequence. Others are like, oh, I'm telling you at the end, it's a dream sequence. Others would do back and forth. So just so many different options. It just blows my mind that people are out there using this footage and learning. Because again, the intent of CINESTUDY is always to be kind of a balancing act. Because there are inner city schools and rural schools that don't have media classes. Whereas kind of the richer suburbs, they have film and video classes in high school. And this is put out there. The real reason we did this was to help people that otherwise don't have the option to learn filmmaking, to give them tools, to give them footage to play with.
Yeah.
And seeing that it's out there and being used like this is absolutely amazing.
It is amazing because, I mean, I know for myself, it's hard to get a whole story of footage to be able to play with to learn,
Yeah. If you're even just learning how to use a specific piece of software. My favorite thing from when we did this through Framelines and CineStudy was one of the editors for Entertainment Tonight in Canada was like, man, I've been editing this TV show and this stuff, and I've been wanting to edit a narrative piece. And when you put this horror thing out, it finally gave me good footage, high quality 4K footage to edit something with. And he was so happy. He said, thank you. And he made his banner his edit timeline on Twitter.
Nice.
It was just so cool to see people all over. And there are students like this. Some of this footage that we've done has been used at like USC Film School has used some of the footage. Full Sail University uses some of the footage. NYU is not, but Harvard Extension has used this.
Nice.
So people in Harvard will use this footage in their editing classes. Just blows my mind that this is out there and being used like this. And so we've got something special.
Yes, we do.
So what we want to do right now is we're going to do a giveaway of an LED light that we have from one of our, giveaways to do.
Yeah.
So what do we have here?
Well, we've got a on camera, or you can use it however you want, RGB plus white tungsten light that can use it in the background as an effect. It actually does lightning. It does party. It does all kind of little effects. It's a nice little light, digital meter in the back. Great for a lot of
it's
things.
got a built-in battery, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So the
Built-in
cool thing is,
battery.
if you want to use
charging
that
cable.
if you want to use it as a little mini spot to highlight something in the background, like a bookshelf or something in the back of a shot, it's good.
Look at that.
If you want to do effects type stuff,
Scary.
I mean, I have a bunch of those and I love them, and I keep
Yeah.
them in my bag all the time because they make a nice, like you said, sometimes you just need a little fill.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a little fill that you can put on a camera, even Hollywood it and hold it.
Well, even if we were, they didn't have something like this when we shot this, but
Yeah, that didn't exist.
if I had 20 of these, I could set them all over the place, and one would be red, one would be blue, and just as we whip by it with the camera, I mean, be creative. Just like an editor, you can be creative with your lighting.
Yeah, and the size factor and the batteries just make it so useful.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this one away. So if you comment on this video and hashtag sonnyboo, hashtag CINESTUDY, whoever has the most likes on their comment or on their shares,
Yeah, we'll get in touch, and then
get in touch,
we'll
and then
ship
we'll
it right
ship
to
it
you.
right to you. So anyway, this has been the kind of the CineStudy live study. Again, the whole idea is we're emulating that relationship between the producers and director and an editor. And in this case, the virtual editor is you, whoever edited this. So we're planning on doing more of these. We're going to watch and review your edits of some of the other stuff. I think we're going to look at the accidental art shorts, the refractory short. We're going to start going through some of this other stuff too, and just do the same thing. We're going to give you our notes. And do you have to follow our notes? No. But, if you're still learning, this is the beginning. This is how it works in professional situations. The director will give the editor notes. And that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
So hopefully people will learn something from this. We're gonna hopefully get more new footage to put out there for new shorts to make.
I mean, since the history of it, people have learned a lot from this, and have been very thankful for the footage, and it's just been fantastic. So we're going to elaborate on it after all this time. And maybe we can also throw a little shout out to our new podcast where we talk about a lot of film projects.
Oh yeah, everybody should check it. We're talking about movies and technology and filmmaking stuff on the Sabo Ross Experiment.
Yep, the Sabo Ross Experiment. And this is not this, but even CineStudy has been a great experiment.
Indeed.